guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I haven't really done a lot of vlogging the last few days. I've had things going on. I did work and I've had all manner of stories. Taxiing this weekend, I've heard stories of people soiling themselves in clubs and then leaving their undergarments there for staff that work there to clean up after them. I've had people send somebody down to their taxi to see if it was for them, and they were stood there waiting like they were waiting to be introduced like in a boxing ring or something, or wrestling even, where they stand at the entrance and then they get called or their name gets shouted and they walk down, a bit like that. I almost booted a load of people out because they were fighting over the taxi, and instead of having 4 in there, I had an extra one, and they were trying to say, oh yeah, go on, we'll chuck you an extra 20 quid. I was like, no, you're alright, I'm not losing my license for anybody, I don't care who you are. And along with that, last week I found out that my auntie is dying of cancer, and it's just I've known she's had it for a long time, cancer. She was having treatment, but because she was getting MRSA all the time, the treatment had to get cancelled until she was better, because she was getting it quite regular. It just got to the point then where it was too late for them to do anything, and she literally only has a week or 2 left to live, they've said. So they're making it as comfortable for her as possible in the hospital. I'm trying to go up as much as I can. So I saw her Sunday, and it is Wednesday today. I'm going up today. My wife is having I think she said a spiritual reading or something or other. She's into all that sort of stuff. That sort of stuff doesn't appeal to me at all, like, but yeah, if that's what she wants to do, then. Along with that, I went to the doctor's yesterday because I've had a gout flare up, and apparently, according to the doctor, like, I know I was supposed to have bloods like 6 months ago. I didn't realise it was that long ago, and I cancelled my appointment because I had a dentist appointment as well. I couldn't have done both, so I cancelled the bloods because I'd had bloods like the week before, HbA1c bloods, and they came back that I'm in diabetic range. So I basically got told off because I didn't reschedule the bloods. I was also supposed to go and see the diabetic nurse, but it wasn't compulsory. They asked me if I, to see her, but I didn't have an appointment for that. Then I've got to have these other bloods done now, 2 weeks time, and it's testing everything, like to do with my gout, to do with my diabetes, and a few other bits to go along with it. I said to the doctor, I said, well, the only appointment I was told I had was for bloods. I said, and like I said, I cancelled it because I had a dentist appointment. So I just completely slipped my mind to do it. The diabetic nurse I didn't see because I was only in diabetic range by 1 point, and they're making it sound really serious, like about it, all of it. And when they did my blood pressure was high, and it's never been high ever. And they said it could be down to the diabetes, it could be down to me having gout, because that can raise your blood pressure and whatnot. So it was a load of different things, and basically they're telling me that I need to change my lifestyle, I need to do this, I need to do that. Basically, it was just all a load of things. I don't feel bad in myself, but obviously something's going on in it. But I was made to feel like a naughty little schoolboy, and the way she was speaking to me and that, I was just like, okay, yeah, naughty me, smack my hand, sort of thing. Because not only that, that's another thing as well. They told me that I should be taking albuterol regularly, and I was like, well, I got given some last year. They told me to take it for 2 weeks, and if there was any improvement, if I wasn't okay taking them, to let them know. And that was it. They said, oh, someone's got their wires crossed somewhere then, because it's on repeat. Well, nobody's ever told me that. So if it was, do you think I'd be taking it? I wouldn't be in the situation I am now with my foot and everything. She's like, yeah. So I've got an appointment now in 2 weeks for bloods, and then I have to go and physically make an appointment for the diabetic clinic. But when I went to have the appointment for my bloods, the training nurse that I saw was told she had to go to the desk and make the appointment for me, like I wasn't going to turn up for it. I'm 45 years old. Like, I cancelled one appointment, and now they're treating me like I wouldn't go to an appointment. I think in all the years I've been going to the doctors and the dentist, I've only cancelled like a handful of appointments for genuine reasons. Not like I can't be bothered to go. I was just like, oh, okay. You're gonna make me sit in the corner, have a timeout for 5 minutes as well, or make me do some lines? Right, I need to go to the doctors. It is important 100 times or something. But yeah, it was really strange. So whilst my wife's in this reading, I don't know how long she's going to be. I'm just going to quickly nip down to Aldi's. My auntie's asked if I can get some cans of Fanta for her and some Fanta lemon, and I'm sure that Aldi's do Fanta lemon in like a multi-pack, and Fanta, or definitely Fanta fruit twist. But either way, I'll go and have a look, and then I can get some ice nearer the place. We can go and have a look. I gotta go past you again later anyway, so I don't really want to be walking too far. My wife said to park up and go in and sit with her, but if I can get some stuff done, I'd rather do that than sit there while she's having a spirit reading, because it doesn't really appeal to me. My mother and my auntie used to have readings, and they had tarot cards and runes and all that sort of stuff. But I've never been going, oh yeah, I want to have this done. Oh, this is fantastic. My wife likes doing that sort of thing. So I bought the Fanta Zero dupe and the Fanta Lemon Zero Sugar dupe. Also got the Red Bull dupe, and got myself something to eat because I'm starving. But not only that, yesterday in Home Bargains I bought one of these. It's 1 billion, it's basically 1 million. It's an air freshener. Oh my god, it smells amazing. I sprayed it yesterday. Normally the air fresheners go like that, and it's still lingering around now. It's only $1.99. It's bargain. Go and get yourself one. So all I've got to do now is get ice. Now I'll get that closer to the hospital, because even though I've got cool bags and stuff, it'll be melted by the time we get there. To get it closer, they put stuff in the freezer for her, which is nice. She's going through a phase of, apparently ice creams and ice lollies and stuff help soothe the throat better than a drink can. So some people are taking them in for her, and she's asked me to take in drinks for her. Because the way she worded it in a message sounded like she meant like and a lemon, because she said, can you get me orange Fanta and a lemon? But she meant no, orange Fanta and lemon Fanta and some ice. So I don't know. The price I paid for those cans in Aldi's when I was in the hospital. I know hospitals got to make, but they make more than enough money, those shops in the hospital. Even if they charge normal prices, they'd still make a fortune. But I think just for a can, it's like $1.49. I just bought 6 for $1.99. I just take them in for her. Should be happy with them. And my auntie's pretty clued up. She's got 5 boys. She's already organised a funeral. She's got all them looked after, so they haven't got to worry about anything. Mark is sorting out all the booking everything and that, because she can't do anything from in the hospital. She can look at stuff online, but he's got to physically book it, and his fiance's helping him, and they've got it all under control. I have said if they need any help to let me know, because, well, if I can help, I'll help. Like, so we've got all that under control, which is good. So I'm just having my lunch. I went to sleep for an hour, 2 hours, because I made the mistake of drinking a couple of lagers last night, and when you got gout to flare up, you can't drink beer, and I had 2. And that explained why I was in absolute agony last night. I was close to tears. I was in so much pain with my foot. I honestly just wanted to cry, but it's not too bad today. I've actually taken painkillers, so I'm hoping that's going to sort me out, or help a bit. I'm supposed to be doing every this week. I went in Monday, and they turned around to me I went in like early, thinking going early there'd be something for me. I could just get it done, maybe even try more parcels than what he told me to do. Instead of doing 40 like he said, I could try and do 50. Went in, they went, oh, you're not down to work today. I was like, well, you know, I said he told me to come in, and he was like, oh, so I got nothing for you right now. I was like, seriously? He was like, yeah. I was like, right, okay. He said, I don't know if you want to go somewhere for an hour, go and have some breakfast, go and have something to eat or something, and then come back. I was like, I don't really want to be doing that. So I went, and I just said to my wife, look, he got nothing for me. He's expecting me to come back in an hour. So I even then on Monday I was struggling with gout. So said to the guy that I wasn't going to come back. And then Tuesday then, I tried ringing the guy, right? I rang him about 7 times. He said, this number is currently unavailable. He must have had it turned off or something. And then the day after that I messaged him saying I'm not going to be in this week because I've got really bad gout in my gout flare up, and he messaged me back but near the end of the day yesterday, yeah, to say hope you're okay, this and the other, let me know when you're available. So it was good that he was understanding. It's just I couldn't ring him, I couldn't get hold of him. So I'll be honest, it has been nice to have these few days off. So it is Thursday now, it's the next day. Went to see my auntie. She has had a few issues in hospital where the tumour in her bowel has tried to push through the skin where the stoma bag is. She showed me pictures. It was really bad, and they were trying to send her home. So I think what they told her, I think she has got longer to live than what she said, but obviously she don't want to come out of hospital because I'll be honest, I don't think if what happened to her yesterday, early hours, if that had happened to her at home, I don't think she'd be here now. She would have bled out. It was quite bad. She seemed quite happy, so I can't get my words out this morning. I don't know what's going on, which was good. She seemed quite positive. They've upped her morphine to 30 milligrams, so she was a bit out of it, so to speak, and they moved her up to a different ward because where she is now, you can go visit her whenever. But the ward they've moved her up to, you can only have 2 visitors at a time, and it's only twice a day she can have visitors for a limited period of time. So yeah, she's gone from being in a private room to being on an actual ward, and I don't think she was happy about it from what his son told me yesterday. It's understandable. She's already said that she doesn't want to come out of hospital. She wants to just, the rest of her time, she wants to spend in hospital. So she's been putting things in place to make sure that the boys are looked after. But I've noticed with the paperwork side of things, like, you know, if you're on end of life, you've got to send proof, which I understand. But in order for her to send proof, she's got to get people to send letters or get her kids to go down to the courthouse to take these forms in. What if you didn't have anybody? How would you do it? I think rather than they have these forms in place where you go down, somebody should come out to you. Somebody should come out and say, oh right, yeah, you are. And then, you know, the doctor can say, yeah, she's on end of life care, blah, blah, blah. Not, they want to know the ins and outs of a duck's arse, but also, you've got to send proof that you're in hospital. What do they want her to do? Send a bloody selfie, like? It is just, like, crazy. And I just can't understand why. Like, she had to physically write a letter, take a picture of it, and then email it to someone to say what she wanted to happen with her house and all her belongings and possessions and stuff. It's just, I suppose at least it's in writing, but to say to her that she has to go down to the courthouse, and she had some guy speak to her really rudely on the phone the other day, saying, well, hang on, if you let me finish, you got to get someone to bring the letter down to the courthouse. And I'm just thinking, like, rather than do that, why can't you just get off your backside and go up and visit her and then, you know, take it from there? But I honestly don't know what the problem. But anyway, she's in the best place. She's been well looked after, but she was on the last ward anyway. But no, by the sounds of it, she isn't happy on the ward, but she wanted to be moved up there. She was happy when they said, yeah, we've got your bed upstairs now, and she was like, yes, okay, good. And then up there she was like, oh god, I'm gonna hate this. And then I had her son message me last night saying she's in a foul mood, I can't do anything right. But yeah, what can you do? She'll have to ask him to move her if she's not happy there. The one guy was sniffing and coughing a lot, and she said to me, yeah, that's going to get on my nerves. I'll be having my headphones in all the time and whatnot. I was like, I don't know what you want me to say. So I've just dropped my wife off to work now. I'm going to go home and do a few bits around the house. I'm not doing either of my jobs today. No, that I haven't done every this week because I've got a really bad gout flare up, and yeah, that was fun.